Cala, 1-0 defeat at home to Falkirk tonight. First of all, your thoughts on the match?
Well, obviously disappointed. I think as a team we weren't probably didn't play where we wanted to be. We weren't as good enough as we wanted to be. And at the same time, Falkirk showed why they're in the position that they are in the league. But I think you look at that, and we've not gone into this week thinking, they're top of the league. We're panicking. We're not. We've gone into the perfectly capable of knowing that we can give them a game. We can play against them. We're just as good as them on our day. And unfortunately, we didn't turn up for long periods of the game today. Not for lack of trying, but for long parts of that first half, we were camped in. But at the same time, we were dangerous on transition at times. And then second half, as they tired, because they go a very aggressive high press, and because they tired, we came into the game a wee bit more and got opportunities. And another day, the fact that we'd been able to stay in the game might have eluded us to getting a point at the end, but it wasn't to be. We're obviously disappointed, but we've got to regroup now and focus on the Thistle game next week in the Scottish Cup.
Yeah, it's actually the first time we've lost two league games in a row this season.
Yeah.
Really disappointing on the back of obviously the disappointing performance last week. You touched on it there, Falkirk, a really good side, but a frustration probably in that first half that we didn't impose ourselves well enough and probably didn't keep the ball well enough when we did have it. Yeah, for sure. I think we probably didn't create enough today. I think apart from Dom's shot at the end and then obviously Tino's hitting the post, I don't think we really had much efforts on target, in contrast to them. But I think that is the disappointing fact of it. And at times this season we've probably been defensively quite good. From last couple of years we may be a wee bit defensively poor, especially last season, giving up too many opportunities and things like that. And today we weren't as good as we have been over the last few weeks. And as you said, that is 2 league games we've lost in a row. But to get to nearly December and that to be the case is not necessarily a bad thing. Look, we've had a good run this season. We're doing well, and now we've got to just think about what went wrong. And look to improve that going forward and start another run. As I said, we had a good run of unbeaten in the earlier part of the season. We've got to start that again, and we all know what the championship's like. If you can get yourself on a run at a good time and continue that momentum, that can take you brilliant places. I know the manager has previously spoken about not getting too high when we win and not getting too low when we get down. If one thing has shown this season, it's the character this team's got, and the boys will be determined to bounce back. But it'll be another tough test back here next week.
Yeah, I think that's something that I've been really pleased with this year, because we've had tough opponents and we've had tough situations, and even last week at the Ayr game where we've ended up 3-0 down, boys haven't shied away. We've made subs, and I think we've built a strong squad, and we've got players who are, there's competition for those first starting 11 spots. Boys are disappointed that they miss out and things like that, but obviously they're coming onto the pitch and they can make a difference, and I think that's an important part of the game. Being able to take that forward, and as a squad, and obviously young Tamam, I think that's his league debut today. That's fantastic for him, and it's disappointing that it's the way it was, but the fact that we've got a squad that's challenging and young boys like that who are able to push on and challenge and make impacts into the first team, it's fantastic. And we've just take that forward. Everyone knows how important the Scottish club is to every club in Scotland, and I think it's important that we make sure that we go do our best in that.
Cal, thanks for your time.
Cheers, no worries. Thanks, Sean.